The giant swallowtail is the largest butterfly in Canada, but it is only native to the southwestern tip of Ontario. Unfortunately, I live just outside of this region, but we do see it from time to time. A few years ago, I decided to make some changes to the garden in an effort to attract this wonderful butterfly. In this video, I'll introduce you to the giant swallowtail butterfly and show you how you can attract them to your garden. The butterfly lays eggs on citrus trees, but we don't have too many orange and lemon trees this far north. Instead, it makes do with the hop tree and the northern prickly ash. The hop tree is not native this far north, but it does grow here, so I decided to collect some seed, germinate them, and grow a tree. One day I was out looking at my hop tree, and I noticed several large bird droppings on the leaves. Then it hit me. These weren't bird droppings, they were giant swallowtail larvae. How does such a beautiful butterfly produce such an ugly caterpillar? These larvae are quite interesting, especially up close. They have a very unusual patterning that probably protects them from predators when they are small, but once they get larger they kind of stick out against the green leaf. Parts of their skin look wet, like bird poop, and other parts are dry and look like soft felt. When you touch this caterpillar, it flings back its head and sticks out an orange-red osmeteria, while at the same time releasing a foul-smelling odor. That should scare predators away. I now have numerous hop trees, which is one of their favorite larval food sources, but in the last 2 years I've also found them on my gas plant. In my Zone 5 garden, I usually see the larvae in midsummer. The first time I noticed them on the gas plant, I counted over 30 caterpillars. A few days later, most were gone. I think the birds came for a feast, but it is also possible that they pupated. Here's a picture of one that is just ready to form a chrysalis, and by the next day it looks like this. If the chrysalis forms in midsummer, it will take about 12 days before the butterfly hatches out. But chrysalis that form in late fall won't hatch until spring. In warmer climates, you could get 3 successive hatchings. In winter, they are attached to branches or other plant parts. This is one reason why it is so important not to clean up your garden in fall. The giant swallowtail is not fussy about a nectar source, and they will visit many different types of flowers that are also used by other butterflies. In spring, lilacs are popular, and in fall, they love the butterfly bush. I keep these growing by the back patio, so we have a good daily display of butterflies for a month or more. To keep butterflies in your garden all summer long, it is important to have a progression of flowers so that they always have something sweet to eat. Here's a list of some good ones to consider. When it comes to egg laying, giant swallowtails are a bit fussy. They like citrus plants in warmer climates and make do with the hop trees in the north. The gas plant is not one of their usual larvae plants, but more recently they have adapted to it. The other plant that is used sometimes is common rue, Ruta graveolens. It too is a great garden plant that remains evergreen even in Zone 5. This is a subshrub, so make sure you prune it like lavender, as described in this video. To be honest, I have not seen any giant swallowtail larvae on my rue plants, but I have found the odd tiger swallowtail on them. If you want the giant swallowtail to stay in your yard, you need to provide some larvae food. The hop tree is quite small and a good addition to any garden. The gas plant is a fantastic plant, and when it flowers, it's the star of my garden. Its only problem is that it grows slowly. This plant is at least 8 years old and has been flowering for the last 3 to 4 years. Each year it gets a little bit bigger. It is perfectly hardy in zones 3 to 7, and it's available in this pink form or a white form. Some swallowtails prefer the hop tree and others the gas plant, so it is a good idea to have one of each. If you provide nectar sources and larvae food, you should see the giant swallowtail in your garden most of the summer and early fall. If you find larvae, you can leave them on the plant to do their own thing, or you can take a few inside and rear them. Releasing your first reared butterfly is great fun. Happy gardening!